Hi, my subscribers all over the world. I welcome you to this special program once again. Like I used to say, this is the channel, ultimate channel, that provides you with valuable information for you to immigrate to one continent to the other. A channel that provides you with visa information. So please, if today is your first time of coming across this channel, please do subscribe and like this video so that YouTube can recommend it for other users. Without wasting much time, let's dive into it. Once again. Now, for the purpose of this video, we are going to use US for example. This video is to guide people who are applying for visitors visa to travel to US or any other country. This video is to guide you, whoever is applying for visitors visa to travel to any part of the world. You need to listen to this video so that it will guide you on how to answer questions in embassy, because the category of your visa will determine the type of questions that the officer is going to ask you in the embassy. So let's jump into it. For example, you apply to go to US as a visitor, to go and visit US. The question you should be expecting are so many, but we are going to summarize some interesting questions that are commonly used in the embassy. Now, you may be asked, where will you be staying in US? Where will you be staying in US? The answer you should give to the person is, you are to show your hotel accommodation, your hotel reservation, mentioning in brief why you choose that particular hotel for your stay in US. Or if you are going to stay with your family members or friends, you are to describe your relationship with those people you are going to stay in US, and equally show your letter of invitation. That is how you are going to answer that first question. Now, let me ask you a question like this. How long will you be staying in US? How long will you be staying in US? Then, you are to state exactly number of days that you plan on remaining in the US as a temporary visitor. You are to state the exactly date you are going to stay in US. That is how to answer that question. Okay? Now, the next question, you could be asked, have you been in US before? This is where people make mistake. Now, the answer should be, you should be honest. You should be honest enough to tell the officer, even if you have travel and you overstayed in US, do not try to withhold any information from them. Tell them exactly the truth, because all your informations are already in the system. All your information are already in the system. So if you lie to them, your visa will be denied or could be denied. Now, the next question is, you could be asked, which US city will you be traveling to? Which US city will you be traveling to? Have you seen? Now, the answer you should give them is that you are supposed to mention the city in US. Mention the city in US that you will be traveling to. Simple. Another question that they may likely ask you is, do you have any relative in US? Do you have any relative in US? What should be the answer that you should give to them if you are being asked that kind of a question. Now, you should truthfully and clearly provide basic information on your relationship between those people in US, if any. Simple. Now, you could equally be asked, who will be financing your trip? You see, the questions are technical. Who will finance your trip to you? Remember, like I said, we are using US as an example. They ask you, who will be financing your trip? Then, what is the answer that you are supposed to give to them? Here, you will be explaining as how to show your plan on funding, how to fund your trip to US. Maybe your bank statement will be needed if you will be paying for your trip on your own. This one I'm explaining on your own. If you're going to pay your trip on your own, if your relative in the US will be sponsoring your trip, you will have to give that financial details. All right? So that are the step-by-step ways you are going to be answering questions as somebody who is applying for visitor's visa to travel to US. You could be asked another questions like this. US visitors, do you have any intention of staying back in the US? This is where people fail. Do you have any intention of staying back in the US? What should be your answer? Your answer should be, you should just ties to your country. Your tie to your country home is very, very important. Your tie to your country home must be put across. You must clearly mention your reasons for coming back home after the end of your visa validity. After the end of your visa have expired, you should need to prove to the visa officer that you are coming home, because this is the most important question in the visa interview. Tied to your country, to show that you are not going to remain in US. You are actually going to US and you are coming back home to your country. So take that as a very important question and how to answer the officer if you are being asked. Now, you could equally be asked as a US visitor's visa, what assurance can you give me of returning? The visa officer will ask you, what assurance are you going to give me of your own returning? Have you seen it? Now, the answer you should give to that visa officer is, give all the reasons for going back to your country. Give all the reasons for going back to your home country. Mention your property back home, the assets you have acquired in your country, your friends, your relatives, your job specifically. You can give your employment contact that shows how you must come back to your own country or to your own job in your own country. By so doing, the visa officer will not have any reasons to refuse you your visa or to deny you your visa. So now you have proved ties to the visa officer that yes, my traveling to US, I'm actually coming back home to my country. I hope this video have made sense to you. And if you think you have made or you've learned anything from this video, please let me hear it from the comment section. Or if you think there's any other way that we could answer questions in embassy during visa interview of visitors to US, then just comment at the comment section. Thank you for staying tuned.